Hey guys, I wanted to make a video to give you a little clearer insight into who Kid Crazy Dad is and share some exciting things with you. I've been on this parenting journey for 38 years now. The first season of my journey brought great joy as the birth of my children became the greatest accomplishment of my 25 years of life. That, second only to my eternal salvation, will always be my greatest accomplishment. The ensuing season of my life brought with it great heartache. Divorce is always painful. I had to learn a new way of living. I had to deal with new struggles and painful circumstances while maintaining a relationship with my children. Honestly, there were days that I simply wanted to give up. I did not love my boys any less, but I did have great difficulty navigating the lonely days and fear-filled nights, sleepless nights. Even though this season was painful, God found a way to bring a slice of joy into it that kept me going. It was in the little things like hugs in the morning and at night, playing ball in the yard, or a proud look in my son's eyes as he proudly uttered the words, "That's my dad." The following season brought about some changes. My boys graduated from high school and began their journey as men. Since the beginning of that season, 16 years has passed. My sons have walked through cold and lonely days of their own. There's been times they have groped along, making mistakes, searching and reaching for their path. There have been things like going to college, working abroad, and learning to sacrifice to gain the things that were important to them. As their dad, I've sowed many tears into my journey and theirs. I did my best, despite great odds, to train them up in the way they should go. And I will forever stand on God's promise that they will not depart from it. God in His great love has sent others to their lives to water the seeds I planted long ago. And by faith, I know my children will prosper and not turn from the truth. God is so good. The seasons are a-changing. As this season of my parenting draws to a close, another one begins. It will undoubtedly bring new challenges and new delights. I am now a grandfather. They call me Papa. I truly hope that each one of you can see my vision and feel my heart. Kids are a precious, precious blessing, and every child deserves a chance at happiness, whether they remain in intact families or not. The sad truth is that many will not make it. Many will be abused, exploited, and even die. I don't think I'll ever understand the why in that truth. I do believe this. I believe that God sees and cares about each and every one of them. If He cares for sparrows, He surely cares for them. I do believe that the ones that don't make it here will one day rejoice with the angels in heaven. I plan on being there to see it. Do you? This new season of my life has become a challenge, an opportunity to do what I can do to make life better for children. Remember that even us adults are called God's children. In Malachi chapter 4, God says that before He wraps up this season of man's reign over the earth, He is going to do something awesome. Verses 5 and 6 says that He is going to send a prophet named Elijah to turn the hearts of the fathers, that can be interpreted as parents, back to the children, and the hearts of the children back to the fathers. That suggests that He's going to restore peace between the generations in some way. Hear me well. I am no Elijah. But as God leads, I can walk in the spirit and example of Elijah. I can work hard to bring about this restoration of relationships. That, my friends, is what Kid Crazy Dad's all about. I believe that the struggles I have faced and the victories I've won were in preparation for a time such as this. God has been preparing me for this day, just as He has been preparing many of you. Today we can help erase some of the emotional, spiritual, and physical deficits that our children have inherited. Through our Kid Crazy Dad website, social media, and other frontline efforts, we can begin to offer solutions to this world's war on the welfare and future of our children. For 30 years now, there has been a burning in my soul to help children in need. This month, Kid Crazy Dad is 30 years old. Not me. As I say those words, I am reminded that Jesus was 30 years old when He started His public ministry. I hope that I can achieve a fraction of what He accomplished. Okay, to sum it up, the question, who is Kid Crazy Dad? Kid Crazy Dad's an advocate, a children's advocate. These little ones many times have no voice, so it's imperative that someone speaks up for them. I have spoken in homes, churches, charities, schools, county agencies, and even before the state of Michigan Governor's Task Force on Child and Family Services. I have stood toe-to-toe with state legislators to bring about changes for children from homes of divorce. I, my friends, have lived it. To be honest, I got my teeth kicked down my throat. The late 80s and early 90s were very difficult to navigate as a child advocate. While I have a special passion for children of divorce, I feel the burden of helping all children, not just from unfair bureaucrats, but from an enemy who loves to target one of the dearest things to God's heart, our children. Kidkrazydad's function, therefore, is to serve children, all children. Personally, I believe that everyone should be a children's advocate, for if they were, we would have no need for them. Think about that statement. As of next week, I'll be adding an e-commerce website on the Shopify platform to provide gifts and resources for parents and children. I do not see this as selling stuff or making money. God's already got my back. But as a way I can serve. My goal is to provide resources meant to encourage and inspire families, and a way to fund my efforts. A small portion of the profits will go to the expense of running an e-commerce store. The balance will go toward meeting needs and giving gifts to those who need them. I will work in conjunction with a nonprofit organization affiliated with my church to purchase Bibles, books, and other resources that will be given away on the Kidkrazydad website, which is still under construction. At the same time, my desire is to create a community of Kidkrazydads and Kid Crazy Moms who also love children and want to make a God-honoring difference in this crazy, God-defying world. Here's the really cool part. Have you ever heard of East Tennessee Children's Hospital? I know some of you have. My goal is to provide these children with items that will brighten up their day. And I would love to create an army of kid crazy people to deliver them. Does that sound exciting or what? I'll be giving you more details in the very near future. Please pray for me. If your heart is stirred by all this, I ask that you stop and pray about whether you should be a part of this kid crazy army. I love it. If your spirit is moved by this and you know you want to lend a hand, drop a message in the comment section. Here's the choices. I'm in. I'll pray for you, or no thanks, but good luck. I'll graciously accept any response, and each one of you are on my prayer list. Now go love your babies, and remember, kids rock!